Warning, you are about to see a review of one of the worst movies on Netflix. And just so you know, there is a lot of foul language and random pop culture references. Extra special warning! Our hosts do no research in preparation for these movies. They are just two cynical experts in bad film. They think just because they have 10 years of bad TV under their belts, they are qualified to review these horrible movies.
Well, YouTube viewers, Bird and Gutter here once again with one of the worst movies on Netflix! And we're back from the 50s.
Yes.
Thank God.
Yes, too much racism and dancing like this.
But we're back this time with a 70s movie.
Yes, we are.
A 70s exploitation / women in prison movie called...
Oh, The Big Dollhouse. The movie begins and there's a woman singing. And if you don't recognize her voice, that is Pam Grier singing.
Well,
99 years and my titties are huge.
You don't need to recognize the voice because her name comes up huge.
Yeah.
Title song,
Pam Grier.
blah, 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 sang by Pam Grier. And I think this was Pam Grier's first movie, I think.
And she got to sing the opening song. Good
Good
on
for
you.
her, even though her singing does kind of suck. But we still love you, Pam.
Yeah, but don't worry, Pam. If we auto-tuned you now, you'd sound fucking awesome.
You know, you're the only person we're not going to cut up on in this whole entire review. Don't worry, you're safe.
Pam Grier is safe throughout this whole thing.
Sid Haig? Not so
you,
much.
Sid Haig. Fuck him, fuck him, fuck him.
Hey, Sid Haig's cool.
Fuck.
These exploitation movies from the 70s, bad wigs, bad acting. Good nudity, though. And how do we end up back with the titty flicks?
I don't know.
I know how.
We're men.
And it's Pam Grier.
And it's Pam Grier.
That's how.
We mentioned Pam, so, you know.
About a billion times.
About a billion times.
In the, Creature review, right?
Yeah, we mentioned her titties about a billion times. I think we mentioned her in a lot of ones. I mean, I have personal thoughts about it, so, you know, I think about it all the time. We love Pam Grier's titties. We can't let go of that. It'll never happen. She's 99 years old. 99 years! And the titties are great. I'd be like, no.
So in the beginning of this movie, there is some red-haired chick. I don't remember her name because it doesn't involve Pam Grier's titties.
And we didn't care about their names anyway.
Except for Pam Grier's character name in this movie was Grier.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to forget that that's Pam Grier.
So anyway, there's this red-haired chick, and she ends up in this Philippine prison, even though it's technically not a Philippine prison.
No, but they're surrounded by Philippine people.
So when the red-haired girl first gets into prison, they search her.
Oh, they searched her, all right. They gave her a thorough search.
Thorough body cavity search.
Basically, Bolo Young's sister, and if you don't know Bolo Young, fuck you. She comes in and they lay her down on the table.
Yeah, they strip her completely naked.
And then Bolo Young's sister puts on a big glove.
No
Wait
glove.
A minute, I forgot she
no
used a
glove. Barehanded.
Ah!
Barehanded, 2-finger. She pulls her hand up into frame and goes...
Wipes. Shit won't come off, obviously.
She wipes the juices on her chest.
Yeah, it was a kind of gross scene. It really, freaked me out a little bit. I mean, that night I dreamed of getting fingered by some big fucking Filipino chick.
So she ends up in this prison, goes and gets in a cell with Pam Grier, some junkie, some Asian chick, and Big Bad Bodine.
Rawr, looks like Peter Stills from Typo Negative.
The new girl, red-haired girl, comes in and...
Oh, hi, nice to meet you.
It doesn't really go like that.
Not really.
Pam Grier, sexually harasses her a little bit. She goes to sleep, and the junkie tries setting her on fire.
Yeah, pretty much. She's just sitting there like, yeah.
And she thinks she's a spy for the warden. The other girls wake up, and then they end up giving the girl a swirly in one of the nastiest toilets you'd ever see. So all the women in this prison are in prison for reasons we don't give a flying fuck about.
Nope.
So we're not going to bother. They were all in this prison.
Yeah.
Braless.
Braless.
In wife-beater dresses and jumpsuits that just say prison on the back. Just prison.
But it wasn't too shabby because, that meant that Pam Grier's half-boob was hanging out pretty much the whole time. Oh, yeah.
The acting genius that is Sid Haig is in this movie.
Oh, Christ.
And he is ultra young, ultra skinny, and ultra shirtless throughout this movie.
He looks like fucking Elliot Gould if he got acid dipped all over his face.
You said that already.
But he does!
Okay. But like every movie that he's in with Pam Grier, he's always wearing a vest and no shirt. I don't know why, because the whole time you can see his back and shoulder zits in HD. Because they made these movies HD on Netflix. So that means you can see his shoulder zits, and we're not kidding. Sid Haig actually has shoulder zits in HD.
A lot of them. They were bubbling, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
But Sid Haig, anyway, he delivers him and his partner Fred.
A whiny motherfucker Fred.
That wears an ascot.
Hey, why can't I get laid today? Hey, why can't I... I fucking wanted to kill him.
But they are allowed to sell their fruit and goods inside this prison.
Yeah, but it seemed like fruit and
Cigarettes and candy and popcorn.
Dildos and...
Yeah, whatever. They had a whole big truck of goods that they drove into this prison every day and sold to the prisoners.
Yeah, they had to get past Bolo Young's sister first.
But she was all about it if they gave her, like, pineapples or rum or anything.
Or heavy fisting.
And for some reason, in all these 70s exploitation movies, all the women love Sid Haig.
Yeah,
I mean,
for some odd reason.
At one point, Sid Haig had his hand down Pam Grier's wife-beater dress and was all tweaking on the nipple and everything. You lucky son of a bitch, Sid Haig, you.
Fuck you, Sid Haig.
And just like all of these Philippines filmed exploitation films, rice paddy labor turns into mud wrestling at one point.
Oh,
always.
Eventually, it was going to come to that eventually. And I loved every minute of it. Well, it's a hell of a lot better than Philippine fisting.
The women in prison movies, it's torture, booby, hard labor, repeat.
With a whole smattering of Sid Haig.
You know, with the torture, there's whipping, water torture, some kind of weird titty cup torture thing. I don't remember exactly what it was, but they took cups and put them on the chick's titties, and the weird, freaky-deaky, skinny-ass head guard always put her hair down when she's gonna torture somebody. She's like, ha!
And I look like Tim Curry, but uglier.
Dude, Tim Curry was sexier in Rocky Horror than that real honest-to-God female was. That's pretty fucking bad,
I'll give you that. He was pretty hot suckling.
So, of course, there's a big shower scene with all the inmates. Awesome.
You can't go wrong with a shower scene.
No, you can't. So, Sid Haig's whiny, creepy partner Fred is spying on the shower scene, and the girls are all, showing off for him. He gets taken away.
And Fred I don't even think he was even enjoying it. He was just kind of looking like, it almost looked like he was going to whine then. I can't get my wiener out.
It ends up happening that Fred gets raped by the blonde chick. Like, she says,
whip it out or I'll cut it off.
Fred's like, you can put the knife away.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
And no guy is ever going to be like, well, fuck that. Cut my wiener off. I ain't fucking you.
The one thing that's not fair about this movie, I mean, it has bad acting and everything else, but it's not fair that we watched this horrible movie for only glimpses and flashes of Pam Grier's titties.
Yeah, they definitely didn't fulfill my need for it.
Glimpse here, side boob there, areola there.
Yeah, a shot that you can take and, push pause and then, fast forward as it's pausing, so they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, if somebody still out there still has a VCR, you're able to do that. Don't try with a DVD player; it won't work. 99 years and this review won't stop.
So just like our creature review, which if you click on right here, you can watch, Sid Haig is the best actor in this movie. Hey, Sid Haig's an adequate...
You keep wanting to say Sid Head.
Sid Haig is an adequate actor.
I can't even respond to that. Adequate actor. Adequate for what?
For all these 70s
snuff film.
All these 70s exploitation movies. So I thought you liked Sid Haig. You were gonna stop cutting up on him.
Yeah, he's okay. He's just fucking ugly as fuck, dude. How do you fucking like someone like that?
So the women prisoners decide to break out of jail, just like any other prison movie. So, well, as the whole escape plan's going on, the girls are somewhere else in prison. Leaves Pam Grier and the junkie in the cell. And the junkie's all strung out, all fiending, no heroin. So what you do? Stabs Pam Grier in the neck.
Well, before all that, Pam Grier made a deal with Sid Haig, and her deal making skills, I like it, because personally, if a woman's gonna grab my hand and go, up the boo-hoo-handy, and then they could deal with me. It's like, all right. I mean, he was more susceptible to the whole thing.
But that was the
Fred
scene.
wasn't, though.
That was the scene where you got to see his nasty, nasty shoulder pimples.
And his face all up close. You could see like the fucking red lines and pot marks all through his face. He's just like.
So whatever. We're sick and tired of doing this review. The women escape.
We're not tired of talking about Pam's titties, though.
We're just tired of this review.
Yes.
So the women escape with Sid and Fred in a hell of machine gun fire. A whole bunch of guards die. They escape with the warden and the doctor.
Dr. Comeover!
And Bodine, and big bad Bodine, during the escape, is sitting there holding 2 machine guns, being...
And it turns into
Rambo Dean.
And she got some of the guys, but then, of course, she got shot.
So during the escape, the warden tries killing one of the girls, but the gun was empty. So what do they do to punish the warden? They force Sid Haig to rape her at gunpoint.
Yeah.
And Sid Haig's like, I really don't want to rape this chick. And they're like, do it. And then he's like, you don't need the gun anymore. I think I can just do this.
Yeah, he was starting to like it, the creepy fuck.
Kind of creepy.
Yeah, really creepy. And now you know why I hate Sid Haig. I love him. Mostly hate him.
The warden gets blowed the fuck up. All the other women get shot except for the redhead, which survives the whole escape plan and makes it to the road where a Jeep pulls up.
Yep.
And there's some white dude in the Jeep that looks at her but doesn't say anything because his lips don't move. But you hear, I'm going to take you back to jail.
Yeah.
Right there.
And then credits.
Yeah, credits. And 99 years.
99 years and this thing is done.
Thank God. So that was Big Dollhouse. And next week we are watching a movie called Blubberella. Bird picked this one. And I'm like, dude, we can all watch this because it's a U-Ball movie.
All I saw was a fat chick on the cover, and I was like, let's do it!
And Bird asked me, who's U-Ball? And I was like, you've never heard of U-Ball, the world's worst director. So we put it on and watched the first 10 minutes of it, and now he regrets picking this Blubberella movie because...
I thought Joel Shoemaker was the worst director ever.
Until you saw this.
That's true.
So, U-Ball, I hate you, and that has been another one of the worst movies on Netflix! No, I'm serious. I really hate you, U-Ball. You deserve to die.
Wow. Don't worry, we're not going to go on a tyrant of, like, black exploitation films, you know?
Well, we're going to do one here and there, because eventually we're going to do TNT Jackson. We have to do topless kung fu, dude. Come on. But we're not doing that anytime in the near future.
I'm down with topless kung fu.
So, just sometime in the future, TNT Jackson. She'll put you in traction.
Reject, big nose, clown-looking cock smoke with fucking pot marks over his face.
Yeah, but she literally gets off. She's all like, oh, and then she stands up and starts, So the warden of this prison, and there's a doctor in this prison, and
Dr. Comeover.
The warden's got a weird accent that just comes in and goes out. Comes in and goes out.
Would you like some tea? Because I can get you some.
Yeah, you can't really place the accent, but it's an accent from somewhere. It's not German. It's not Italian.
It's not British. It's like pikey.
I like dags.
I like dags. I like cacks.
So
what do you think these are? Teats. And I don't care. If I can just get Pam Grier like half boob, I'll be alright. Whole boob would be a dream. Half boob? I'll take it.
Hey Bird, I was curious. You know, in every prison movie, they have the inmates do like cockroach races. Did you ever partake in cockroach races in prison? And that's not some kind of slang for like anal or oral sex. I'm just asking you straightforward if you've had participated in cockroach races or anything like that.
Well, we had cock races, but that was a whole different story. And it usually took place in the shower. Thanks for bringing that memory back,
no.
Fuckface. Look, the last thing I was saying was cock and races in prison at any point in time. Neither word came out of my mouth or went in. Who's up for cock racing, guys? Right after breakfast. Let's get it home.
You have our respect for that, Sid Haig.
You have nothing from me, you ugly fuck. We have a strict no drug policy here at Corporate Guinea Pigs Productions, don't we?
Zero tolerance. Pam Grier's areolas.
Yeah, big time. If you ever seen them, this is pretty much dead on.
And if you haven't, you really should go and Google Pam Grier's titties. It's well worth it.
Tim Curry was hot and suckling. Fucking Rocky Horror and Picture Show.
Did Tim Curry and Rocky Horror remind you of Sigourney Weaver?
Yeah, a little bit. From the first Alien.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird. It's like, is that good for Tim Curry or bad for Sigourney Weaver? Most likely bad for Sigourney Weaver. Huh?
I think a little both.
But Pam Grier's side boob is equal to like 4 normal titty shots.
I don't hate him that much. It's just his dangly teeth and big nose and pot-marked face. Fucking ugly fucker! I'm stronger than I appear. I just broke my own kneecap. This is how I'm coming out.
Why, you need a date now or something?
Are you asking?
No, I thought you were trolling the internet.
Oh, yeah. Well, a little bit.
So any men out there that want Bird, contact us at facebook.com/worstmovies on Netflix, because Bird's always looking for a man date. Pam Grier titty! Yeah!
I'm surprised Sid Haig wasn't with him trying to tell him how to jerk his meat, No, you do it this way. And he's like, you can do it. Starts crying. I'm sorry, I had to add that. Go ahead.
So if you like these 70s Filipino exploitation films,
and we do,
you can check out another documentary that's on Netflix called Machete Maidens Unleashed. It has all kinds of shots of titties from other movies and
all the other movies that were made, and they go into a back history of like how they got to the Philippines and blah blah blah.
They talk to Roger Corman and Sid Haig and Pam Grier, which still looks fucking good nowadays in comparison to Sid Haig, because Sid Haig looks like death on a stick.
He's like, hey, what's up, Pam? Yeah. I did that a lot when I watched the movie Dead Calm and fucking Nicole Kidman's panties got ripped off. I was like, yes!
You gave us a little personal info about your childhood jerking offness, didn't you?
Yeah, thank you, Nicole Kidman. Her ass was awesome. Fucking Billy Zane went to town on it. I don't feel uncomfortable saying I like Brad Pitt. Why? Because he's a good-looking dude.
Well, see, that makes it even more creepy.
Yes, but Sid Haig, if I say I like that dude, it's more creepy.
No, it's not, because...
To me, it's creepy.
Because whenever you say, oh, I like Brad Pitt, it just means you want to fuck him.
He's fucking ugly as fuck.
And Bird says he doesn't hate him.
I don't hate him, but how does he get that ugly? Fuck, did his parents beat the piss out of him?
You don't complain about Edward James Olmos as much.
Who's Edward James Olmos? Because I almost don't remember him. Yeah, he's pretty fucking ugly too. But you know what? He looks like fucking Fred Astaire, fucking Brad Pitt, fucking George Clooney, all rolled into one compared to Sid Haig.
Fred Astaire, my God.
She was like, yeah, yeah. He's like, yeah, yeah. I mean, most, like, Mexico has cockfighting. Philippines have fisting.
Was there any food fight / orgies in prison when you were there?
No, there was none. Thank you.